Hey everybody, welcome back to the Archangel 15. This is a follow-up to my last video, Why President Trump Does Not Deserve the Nobel Peace Prize. I'm also going to do a video analysis, my case in point of his dishonorable conduct. Video analysis. I want to start off here with a public service announcement of sorts. Many Trump supporters are on record talking about how this war supposedly would not have started had Trump have been president during the Biden administration. If you can do a simple Google search for yourself and clearly find out that the conflict started in February 2014. This was long into President Trump's first term. And while we back things up to his first term, we have many pretentious displays of behavior. Countless, in fact. His late night Twitter rants, which in fact, if you remember, he was actually banned. He was completely banned from Twitter for the stuff that he was saying. And there's that incendiary. He was impeached twice. And also, like I said, he tried to use social media as a weapon during the infamous January 6th insurrections where law enforcement officers actually died. Like I said, this is not somebody that, like I said, is acting in a peaceful manner. I'm going to hold to my premise that this man does not deserve the Nobel Peace Prize whatsoever. So we're going to start here with some video analysis of the other day where President Trump literally lays out the red carpet for President Putin, who I want to say he talks a lot of smack on. He talks a lot of smack on Putin, like he's some dictator or something like that, like some horrible person. And if anything, I think it's the other way around, to be really honest with you. President Trump has a 28% or 38% approval rating. Like I said, literally a 38% approval rating. So here they are, candidly laughing. You know, it's actually a disgrace for both of them to be laughing. To be honest with you, there's a war going on. Putin's men are dying. They're trying to get this resolved. And something's funny here. I'd love to know. Please tell me, gentlemen, what's so funny? War is not funny. Anyhow, the war has been going on since 2014. Many good, innocent men, soldiers have lost their lives for an unworthy cause. And like I said, I'm going to leave it at that. Those who know me know that I'm very partial to the Russian cause. And like I said, I have deep Soviet roots, Ashkenazi, Russian, Jewish bloodline. But Ukraine is supposed to be an ally. Like I said, we're supporting Russia and Ukraine. We're supporting Ukraine. Like I said, we've given them over $300 million worth of aid, and we continue to supply them with weapons. So we go to the meeting today with President Trump and Zelensky at the Oval Office.
Giving anything that we're selling weapons. This is something before. I guess the numbers.
Okay, so again, we're not. I'm going to back it up. We're not giving anything. We're selling weapons.
President Zelensky, how much more do you want?
Well, I'll start off just by saying we're not giving anything that we're selling weapons. This is something before.
This is something that a man that deserves a Nobel Peace Prize should not be saying. I'm going to leave it at that. But like I said, this is a disgrace to our NATO allies. This is a disgrace to the American taxpayers who pay trillions of dollars in defense contracts that are based against the Russian Federation and also others as well that he basically kisses ass to. And nobody else calls him out on this. But like I said, for a lesson to the kids out there in the world, there's something in this world called honor. You don't do this, folks. You don't, like I said, kiss the president of Russia's ass one day when there's a war going on and people are dying needlessly. And then, like I said, 2 days later, like I said, have a meeting with all these European officials and President Zelensky and say, okay, well, I'll still sell you weapons. Like I said, I thought that they wanted this war to end. I hold to my premise as well that the Trump agenda does not really care about peace. They don't care about peace in this country. There's, like I said, civil unrest that's going on currently. We have federalized police forces in Washington, D.C. There's not peace in the Middle East. Iran is basically calling Israel out, and basically there's ready to be more conflict going on there. There's horrible, heinous stuff that's going on in Gaza. And like I said, all they care about is the land. It's, like I said, I personally see this as a failed logic, and like I said, something that we should not be pushing for our number one elected official to exude. I hold to my premise that under no way, shape, or form does this man deserve the Nobel Peace Prize. He's no dignified leader, and like I said, he has a 38% approval rating. I'm going to leave there, folks. Stay well. Feel free to leave a comment.